Georgia is one of the Caucasian countries squeezed between the Black and Caspian Seas. Since the dawn of humanity, it has been a vital link between East and West. The country has a tumultuous past, and its culture and extreme hospitality were shaped by goods, ideas, religions, food and music from all corners of the earth. High mountains in the north are a natural barrier and safe haven against invasive forces, which helped to preserve Georgia's cultural heritage. This film explores part of this vault, the High Caucasus around Stepantsminda, and documents a deep dive into Georgian culture guided by the Sighnaghi-based ensemble Zadashe, under the umbrella of the American organization Village Harmony. But let's start our journey in the bustling capital of Georgia, Tbilisi. The roots of Tbilisi go back thousands of years, as its location lies next to an easy crossing of the Mtkvari River. Origins of the Narikala fortress, bearing its Mongol name since the 13th century, go back to ancient times. Markets of today have not moved from their old locations. Fine facades face the many squares. Also, the lavishly decorated Turkish bath still offers its services. Palaces like Queen Darajan's reveal Tbilisi's skyline, which is dotted with hundreds of church towers, some old, like the Metehi Church, some recent, like the enormous Holy Trinity Cathedral. Heading north out of Tbilisi, we hit the well-maintained Georgian military highway, which traverses the Caucasus and terminates in the Russian city Vladikavkaz. Secondary roads to small mountain communities are often not more than a gravel or dirt track. Along the highway lies the Ananuri fortress, from the 13th century the seat of the Dukes of Arakvi. Despite multiple brutal sieges, the fortress survived and boasts two 17th century churches. The highway reaches its highest point at the Jvari Pass at 2,379 meters above sea level, yielding a first glance on the summits of the High Caucasus. The road winds down to the valley of Stepantsminda. This town lies in the shadow of the dormant stratovolcano Mount Kazbek, over 5 kilometers high, and the Gergely Trinity Church, perched on a low summit. Gergely was built in the 14th century. While during the Soviet era, religious services were prohibited, nowadays it is again an active Georgian Orthodox church. Its monks are restoring the premises and possess skills like welding. Starting from Gergely, a hiking path leads up to Mount Kazbek. Wildflowers flank the path up to the almost 3 kilometer high Sabertse Pass, which, once reached, offers a view to Mount Kazbek's glaciers. Horses are still used to stock mountain huts. Another high-altitude hike leads from Juta to the Sighnaghi Pass. In order to reach the waterfall, a series of river crossings await. There may be a bridge. Sometimes a little help and stepping stones offer a solution, but often crossing the river means shoes and socks off, dipping into the ice-cold water. Lazy people, on the other hand, use horses. Hiking in the lower parts of the mountains leads us through deep gorges and broad valleys. High in the sky, cinerous vultures soar on thermals and flocks of crows skirmish the slopes. Volcanic activity surfaces in the Trousseau Valley in the shape of travertine terraces and the natural sparkling water lake Albano. Millions of years, rivers have been carving the landscape. Powerful waterfalls like the greater and smaller Veleti, as well as the Arsha, still nibble on the hard rocks today. History has not been kind to the people in this valley. Due to the situation with Ossetia, inhabitants were driven out of their villages. Ruins and stone shells of once thriving communities dot the landscape. It is time to leave Stepantsminda. Sighnaghi, Zedasje and the people of village harmony wait. Sighnaghi, our village harmony base, is situated on the very edge of the Gombori range, from its 800 meters height looking out over the flat Alazani Valley. This center of wine growing, counting just under 1500 inhabitants, lies in the far east of Georgia. Old fortifications have protected Sighnaghi against marauders, which mainly came from the north. A serene cemetery outside the city walls provides a last resting place for the deceased. We are here because the Zdasje calls Sighnaghi home, a feeling we outsiders will soon share. Village harmony revolves around the old house, the brick house and Patty's house. The brick house is the true center of action, where we gather for many a rehearsal. We have roughly 6 rehearsals per day. We start off with dance in the morning, followed by song, 1 session on folklore and 1 on religious chants. Then instrumental, Cagetian ornamentation and a flexible evening rehearsal in which we either review or learn more songs. Most Georgian music consists of 3 voice parts. Learning the music goes by ear. Sheet music does not exist since traditional Georgian music is hard to capture between the ledger lines of a staff. Our teachers Keto, folk, and Tamo, chant, will sing a line in one of the voices. We repeat. And put the voices together. Separate speaking sessions help us tackle the tongue twisters in Georgian. Often, Zdasje exemplifies how the music is meant to be sung. Which we endeavor to mimic. Tamo leaves no opportunity unused to practice her chants in realistic environments like the church in Sighnaghi. We have the opportunity to get a taste of playing on either one of 2 string instruments, the chonguri and panduri, or on percussion, the doli. Doli sessions take place in the barbecue area of Patty's house, supervised by Vano. The panduri players study on the porch of the brick house, hidden between the laundry. Some songs have a simple round dance which we learn on the spot. Vano and Tekla teach us the more exciting Acharulian and Svanetian dances in separate morning sessions, ending up in 2 modest choreographies.
Hey, wie we daar hebben.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. That's it.
And Vano is a professional joker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay?
You can do, but it's another move.
1, 2, Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, next!
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Kagetian ornamentation we study with Keto on a wedding song, Varsali. To master this tough technique is a difficult doing. We do some serious work, but as Patty and Sarah show, we also have fun with it. Patience of the teachers and the hard work from the attendants in the end culminate into a decent concert, during which Village Harmony, Zadasje and the children's ensemble shine on the rooftop stage of the famous Sighnaghi restaurant Pheasant's Tears. Leah and Maya are our wonderful cooks preparing 3 abundant meals per day for us to keep going. Ingredients are stored in the pantry and are freshly bought from local farmers markets. One day we drive down the mountain to visit one of these in the village of Stepantsminda.
Over the hill came the sun with a smile, and the folks they were thronging the roads everywhere, making haste to be in at the Capture Home Fair.
I've seen them come from mountains and lands, those rosy faced.
We also get a chance to indulge ourselves in preparing Georgian food. Gia, the chef of Pheasant's Tears, which is co-owned by Keto, opens its doors to us to teach us making khachapuri, 2 types of salads, chicken and eggplant dishes.
Join our gathering and dance under the gallows green. We'll never be the same again.
welcomes us at her parents' home, where we learn from her and her over 80-year-old grandmother how traditional bread is being baked. Following the extreme hospitality of Georgian people, we are invited for an extended meal and eventually end up in the wine cellar. Each inhabitant of Sighnaghi has their own vineyard and wines.
And they look like this. They're like play on for us.
And they are called
Berry. My grandpa, who is 83, he still works in the vineyard. He still takes care of the grape. His favorite toast is, let's drink, whom are making it and whom are drinking it. So for the guests and hosts, you're always welcome to our country. You're welcome always in our family. And God bless us. And like he did, I think, because we have very good sunny day, not very hot for the bread baking. And to have the great experience today. Cheers!
Come on, Jos.
One of our angels in the old house, Leah, introduces us into the art of khinkali making, together with Vano, who can somehow only count to 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
Whoever's joined our gathering and danced under the garland screen will never be the same.
We receive a number of workshops from different Georgian ensembles, like a group of Svanetian singers who travel to Sighnaghi. But we also hit the road ourselves on a small tour which will bring us to Telavi in the Alazani Valley and the Chechen village Jokolo. Roadworks and a heavy summer storm make the drive more challenging for our driver Piruzi. En route we visit a number of historical sites. The Tsinandali estate, in the past owned by the Chavchavatse family, is a fine example of 19th century architecture surrounded by a large, well-maintained garden. The Ikalto monastery lies mostly in ruin since 1616, when the Persians invaded the area. Its main church, Gftaeba, built in the 8th century, still stands despite huge cracks in the walls. Also, the Alaverdi monastery stands in scaffolding. In the beginning of the year, a tornado passed over it, a weather phenomenon unknown to Georgia. With a small group we spent a short while at the Bodbe monastery, which offers brilliantly conserved frescoes. A group in Telavi teaches us working songs. We share a concert with our teachers. And find ourselves invited to a supra by Vanojan Belice, a famous Georgian actor and singer.
You know already? First toast is for the creator.
It is not the only supra on tour. We sing and toast at the house of the Tushetian Shota after he explained to us his process of traditional winemaking and his wife's bread making.
We built this in 2015, so it's pretty young, but me and my friend, who is my partner, we decided to have the traditional cellar. We say very often one of the first toasts is the toast for peace, because without peace we can't be here together.
Jokolo already reaches into the Muslim Chechen community. The all-female Pankisi ensemble introduces us into traditional Chechen music, which due to the imposed religious restrictions has not been easy for them to share. We sing about Malika, Bella teaches us a very personal song, written by her great-great-grand-aunt. She was in love with her childhood sweetheart, but it was not meant to be. He was forced to marry another girl. Devastated, she wrote this song and committed suicide on the wedding day of her beloved. Pheasant's Tears is where we said our hellos and goodbyes during lively supras. How wait and see were we on that first day, and how free on the last.
Azerbaijan.
How was this?
Amen.